Oh, she wants to get online and lie about me some more today. Oh, let's have some fun with this. When she said she was at the vet the other day with her tortoise, we knew it was dying again. Then when she got on and said, "Oh, I'm not showing my tortoise for 6 months," we said, "Yep, it's dying or dead." My husband, my family, and I, we were all, "Yep, it's dead or dying." She gonna buy another tortoise, and she needs 6 months to make everybody believe it's the same tortoise, because it's got to grow that long to get up in some size. But you don't account for, if it's been 6 months, it's got to double that size. You can never catch up that much. She always sneak replaces animals when they die. And don't tell nobody they died. And she thinks everybody's going to believe that's the same animal. She's been doing this the whole time. Guinea pigs don't last 8 years old. Rabbits, in captivity in a house, don't last as long. She always believes everybody thinks with her shitty care that the animals are always the same animals. No, they're not. She said she had only one lion head and one skinny pig the whole time and all this and that. No, one lion head does not change 3 colors. I've got pictures of all 3 lion heads that I know about. It could have been more lion heads than that. Got the chats where she said she's only ever had 1 lion head rabbit. No, there were 3 that I know about. It's ridiculous. But she wants to get on here and say that I rehomed my dog only because of food allergies, which again is a lie. She wants to get on here and say that I rehomed my sulcatas. No, I have not. I have just under an acre of land. They've doxed my address here. They know exactly how much land I have. I have chain link fencing. I've done a live stream where I've shown my land and the type of fencing I have. You cannot have mature 28 and 30-inch full-grown sulcata tortoises without them tunneling under your house and breaking through chain link fences. They are being boarded in Fairplay, Georgia on my friend's property. They have over 30 acres. I have shown pictures and videos of my sulcata tortoises. Everybody knows that my elder son is taking all my tortoises when I die. They were owned by my parents. They were owned by me. They are going to my son. I will never part with any of my tortoises. So, yeah, keep lying, Cassandra, because that's all you know how to do, because you're a shit animal owner. You're shit. I do not put improper bedding in my tortoise, and I did not shellac my tortoise's shell. It was a freshly bathed tortoise. I don't soak my tortoises, the way you do. I bathe my tortoise, which includes a scrub brushing after the soak. That's what you saw, a clean tortoise. Because, I actually put proper bedding so that my tortoise can, dig. She likes to tunnel, which not just walking on top of reptile bark and coconut fiber. I have a different type species tortoise than you. So no, my tortoise does not get the same type of care as your tortoise. Your tortoise is a tropical tortoise. My tortoise is a grassland tortoise. So fuck that. Your tortoise gets a different kind of care. When you had a sulcata, it should have been getting the same care as my tortoise, but it was not. And your tortoise looked like shit. That's why you also got rid of it. You got a secondary chance with this tortoise, and it still was not getting the proper care that it should have been getting. You didn't know the proper diet. You refused to give it the humidity it needed. And then tropical tortoises cannot have any cold whatsoever. You live in one of the fucking coldest climates in the U.S. and you got a tropical tortoise. Are you fucking stupid? You got it based on color because you wanted a flashy color. And that's what you accused me of having my bearded dragon for. I mean, really? If you wanted a cold, hardy, small tortoise, you should have gotten a Russian tortoise. But you said that my Russian tortoises look like boogers because they don't look cute and they don't have cute colors. But what you don't know is that when your tortoise gets fully grown as a cherry leg, it's going to be the same color as my Russian tortoise. It's going to lose all the red. Did you not do any research whatsoever? No, because you don't. You don't research a fucking thing. Your tortoise is going to be the same exact color as my Russian, and it's going to be 4 times the size as my Russian tortoise. It's not going to be a small tortoise. It's not going to be the size of a cat. It's going to need a lot of area. My Russian tortoises need space still, even though they're a small animal. They need roaming space. That tiny little thing you have it in, that tub, that's not going to be anywhere big enough. It should be in a bigger container after that. You go by breeding standards, breeder standards for hatchlings. That's for pet store standards. That's not for the owner standard. That's for a pet store that abuses their animals. We have proven neglect and abuse by the place you gave tortellini to. And you gave your tortoise to them? Holy fuck. And if I had any choice in the matter, Lucas would have never went back to his breeder. Never. I lost that ability because of the contract, because I refused to neuter my German Shepherd who was under a year old. And in my contract, it stated I could not have 2 intact males living in the house. He could not have another intact male. And I went to her over a year ago and asked, could I neuter Lucas? Because it's in my contract, she has to give permission to neuter Lucas. He has allergy conditions that are genetic. I should have been allowed to neuter him. And she calls herself a heritage breeder. And she purposefully bred the litter knowing that the bloodline had allergies. I would never have bred a litter knowing that, and I never would have told someone, yes, I can supply you a service dog, and then bred a litter with allergies knowing this and sold the dog to them to be a working dog. So don't lie to fucking people about this. Don't tell them I couldn't feed my dog, I couldn't afford to feed my dog, and all these other lies you've been telling people about me. And no, I didn't shellac my tortoise, and no, it's not in improper care, and no, it's not in too small of an enclosure, no, it's not in an improper enclosure. I have indoor and outdoor enclosures for my tortoises. And it's in proper bedding for my tortoise type. It is in reptile with cypress bark. And my tortoise eats Timothy hay. And the reason why you have to soak your tortoises all the time, and the reason why they get constipated all the time, is because that's what Missouri tortoise pellets do. That's why I don't feed them to my tortoises. Because that's why your tortoises get constipated. So, fuck you, Cassandra. We all knew you were buying a new tortoise. We all knew it. We all suspected it. And I can prove it, and I will prove it to you tonight. I can prove I already had pre-knowledge that you were buying a new replacement tortoise. Bye.